You're listening to Stage for Kids podcast, the channel for creative expression, character building, and self-development for young children, guardians, and teachers. Join teacher Emil and friends as we aim for the stars, raising heroes of tomorrow. Now here's your host, Teacher Emil.
Hello, fellow educators and moms and dads, and welcome to the Stage for Kids podcast. For adults, I am Teacher Emil, and right now we are going to talk about problem-solving skills in our young children. Yes, it's a very important skill because we go through challenges and situations and obstacles every single day, both adults and children. And children have to solve problems in school when they are doing the academics, they are doing the social skills enrichment programs, even outside of school at the playground at home. They are learning how to solve and get over challenges and situations. Is that problem solving skills? It's a part of cognitive skills. Now we can expand on the idea and we can define problem solving skills a lot, but there's a lot of information about that all over the place. But I want us right now to think about the suggestions that I am recommending, because for us to develop in our children a strong skill in problem solving, we've got to cultivate the habit, the skill, and the practice of problem solving. Now I've got these three very important ideas. Now the first one is acknowledgement. We must acknowledge and let the children know that there is a problem and there is an obstruction and there's a challenge. Because a lot of us tend to brush aside problems and challenges in front of our children. Now, of course, we need to keep it age appropriate, but when we are able to acknowledge and identify that we've got a problem, got a situation, we are giving permission to ourselves and especially our children to identify and to know that there is a problem and there needs some situation, it needs solutions and creative ideas for us all to solve the problem, to get over the problem, to go around the problem. So firstly, we need to acknowledge that there is a problem, and children need to know and understand that it's okay to have a problem, to have the challenge, to have the obstruction, and from there we can then work on solving the problem. The first one, acknowledgement. Now, the second suggestion is, and we've heard a lot of this, I'm sure you have read it somewhere or heard it somewhere, the term helicopter parents. Why do we have helicopter parents? It's mostly because we want our children to succeed, to win, to achieve. And that leads me to the second idea. We need to allow our children to try, and we need to allow them to fail. It is through their own experience that they can learn and experience and understand the process, the challenges, the problems that they may and they have and they experience to get to an outcome or objective. They need to know, they need to understand, they need to experience and wonder and think. And then from the failure, we can then work with them. Hey, let's solve this challenge. What can we do together to achieve what we want to achieve? Now, it's also important to know that when we allow our children to try and fail, we must be with them. We don't put them down because failure is not on them. It's just the behavior or it's just a challenge, a situation. And so when we are supporting them, remember please, you guys, it's not the child that's failed. It is the skill and the abilities and the situations that's failed. It's not the person. It is the experience and the situation and the skills. Okay? Because we got to separate these two, right? Now, so we got two suggestions. So the first suggestion is to acknowledge that there is a problem. Have the children know that, understand that. Number two, we must allow our children to try and to fail. Support them, but allow them to experience failure. And there are so many other different skills that they will actually learn and develop from the experience of failing, right? Now, the third suggestion is to include them in our planning, in our scheduling, in our problem solving gatherings or meetings. To have them be a part of planning an event, an outing, a situation, a challenge, is not only going to build trust and communication, it's going to also empower them to be a part of solving the matter, solving the issue of timing and moving around and scheduling who gets to do what time and all that, because there's also obstacles, right? So when you include them in that, we are working on so many different skills, and that's cultivating problem solving skills. So you've got three, right? So you've got one, which is to acknowledge there is failure, that's fine. Or there's a challenge, that's fine. Number two, allowing children to try and to fail, that is going to contribute towards their problem solving abilities and confidence. And the last one is to include them in our planning, because teachers, we and parents, we just sometimes dismiss our kids and say, hey, okay, go read a book, go do that, because let mommy plan or what we're going to do today, right? Because we're just so used to taking charge. But when we keep doing that, our children will not be able to learn from us, because we are the ones who are teaching them. They're learning from us. Okay? So do that. And it takes cultivation. And cultivation means we've got to keep doing this. We can't just do a one-off. And once in a while we forget, okay, but it all takes cultivation. It needs to be a habit. And we all know habits take practice, and practice takes awareness, right? And purposeful action. And in time, hey, we've got a bunch of wonderful kids with good problem solving skills who don't give up, who communicates with, who likes to teamwork with other people. And then there you go. Three main core important habits, values, and activities. Yes, to develop children's problem solving skills. So I'll see you in, well, I won't see you, but I'll catch up with you in our next Stage for Kids podcast for adults.
Thanks for listening to the Stage for Kids podcast. Be sure to visit stageforkids.com to explore our global network and be a part of our exciting journey. Till next time, be brave, be kind, and let's continue to share our voice here on Stage for Kids.